Uh, Hello, CartoonStock caption enters. We have this month's contest with Kaamran Hafeez, Bob Mankoff, Joel Mishon. Lawrence Wood is not here today. He did give a list of anticipated Joel entries that he's going to make fun of. But no, very happy to have the artist, this month's artist. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Hi, Cameron. So we've known each other for a bit now. I think you had your first cartoon in the New Yorker in maybe 2013.
It was 2010.
10. So you're a veteran there now, and wonderful cartoonist. We also have. You publish elsewhere also. Where are some of the other places that people can see your cartoons?
The Wall Street Journal, Reader's Digest from time to time. Let's see, The Oldie, a British magazine, Private Eye once in a while, Woman's World, School Administrator, and I sort of go down the list.
Yeah, I know.
Smaller markets.
Go down the list in terms of the payment schedule.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, cartoonists have been doing that forever. Used to go into, New York, and you'd, cartoonists, at least, even before my time, it started the New Yorker, then the Saturday Review, then Esquire. Eventually, they'd be down to like Army Man cartoons at like $5 a piece.
And they were all like in New York City, right? So you were walking around.
Yeah, at that point, yeah. At that point, it was all located there. And Kaamran has many cartoons on CartoonStock. People can see 716. So thanks for uploading them.
Yeah, I'm sharing Kaamran's most popular cartoon that we have far and away with both sales and orders. I know we didn't accomplish anything, but that's what meetings are for.
Yeah, that's great. And wonderful drawing as well. Kaamran, how do you work? Are you a write firster, a doodle firster, a combination of both?
Well, I do work with gag writers more and more lately. Gives me more time to do other things. But when I do my own writing, I start with the idea for sure. Yeah, I start with a subject usually, and that gives me some constraint on the creative process. I know I heard Sam Gross mention that when he would sit down, he would just sit down and use his imagination. I tried that. I just fall asleep. I need to have constraints,
Maybe you're just imagining falling asleep. But you said it gives you using the gag writers, and that's a traditional thing that's cartoonists have always, some cartoonists have used. You said it gives you more time for other things. What are those other things?
Well, I run the chess club in my local area, so I was kind of into chess. Spent a little time on that. Music a little bit. I have a bachelor's degree in music, so I like to noodle around on my trumpet a little bit. I play with some people on the island where I live, and it just it's like when I first started and I was selling cartoons to you in the 2010s. It was a full day thing because I'd have to spend the morning writing, and then I'd have to draw in the evening. So it was just like morning till night. So I don't want to do that anymore. I like to have the evening to myself.
I see. Well,
you're in an island.
I think you have the right to conduct your own life as you please.
I agree.
Kaamran, you're in an island in Canada.
That's right. Yeah, I live on Gabriola Island, which is off the coast of BC. It's between Vancouver Island and BC. And interesting, not far away, Zach Galifianakis moved to an island that's very close to mine. So he sort of had the same idea, I guess. It's remote.
Yeah, I just saw an interview with him, I think, on Conan O'Brien, where he talked about moving to the island, and he has some sort of weird gardening show that's called This Is a Gardening Show.
Okay.
And, yeah. So interesting. Well, let's get to it. I mean, this is an interesting and I think a fertile drawing for captions. We got I think 517 entries, and also the money entrance got up to $1,026.
Yeah, so over $1,000. Also, as I wanted to use Kaamran, but I didn't. Wall Street Journal and New Yorker, I never saw your stuff with color. But then I looked at your uploads on our site, and there's a bunch of color, almost very differently stylized. So it was great to get a color one of yours. Long story short, this is the caption contest. We only see the stamp of entry, the time stamp. Otherwise, no names, no anything. We all submit our top tens, and we basically start off with which ones we have in common. So we do have 8 in common to start this off. I will read through them in no order. The control group got flip phones. They still make eye contact.
Okay.
It's already affecting his posture. His face unlocked my tablet again. There were several about their haircuts being the same as well. He's doing his own research. This one will have to timestamp. That one came up, but it's a good one. He used to throw feces. Now he posts. Shit posting joke. He keeps sending me poop emojis. At last, a cage he won't escape. So those were all ours that we had in common. Well, I'll share our total list. But really quick about the cartoon, it's a monkey on a phone. It's small tablet, presumably a phone with the doctor clearly speaking and an assistant or manager right next to him. There wasn't much ambiguity about who was talking and what else was going on in this one. So let's go to the entrance. So I did. It starts off with Lawrence. I'll read through Lawrence's, and then I will. He did tell me which ones he wanted me to fight for. He prefers to find his own mate. Lot of dating app ones. He was halfway through the complete works of Shakespeare until he discovered internet porn. His face unlocked my tablet again. If he's so evolved, why is he running the latest operating system? He used to throw feces, now he posts. At last, a cage he won't escape. Used to tell us things, now we get grunts. He read the terms and conditions. That's not human. Asked for the tablet back. I'll be in the hall. It's learned behavior. So let me quickly read Lawrence's ones that he wanted to say were better than our picks. So in Lawrence's words, I think these 3 should make the finalist round. His face unlocked my tablet again. That's actually already on our group one. He used to throw feces. Now he posts. That's also there. Ask for the tablet back. I'll be in the hall. There were a lot about monkeys going berserk, and that's one subtle way of kind of telling that story. And then he has 3 that he really liked that he's not willing to fight for. If he's so evolved, why isn't he running the latest operating system? At last, a cage he won't escape. And 3, it's a learned behavior. I'd like the following entry more if the word until were when. He was halfway through the complete works of Shakespeare until he discovered internet porn. And that is a good one, and I actually agree with Lawrence. He was halfway through the complete works of Shakespeare when he discovered internet porn. Is a much better caption. So actually, Lawrence's his 3 he wanted to fight for 2 of them are in there. It's up to ask for the tablet back if anyone wants to include that with our group that we currently have.
I don't think that's very good.
No, he did pretty well. Lawrence did. So on to mine. I got in there well. there were a lot of making fun of the caption contest, so I did put in one. He's surprisingly good at caption contests, just to make fun of the fact that it's a monkey.
Yeah, I some of the meta, I think the better meta one was, where the hell did he get the $5 to answer?
Yeah, that was one as well. My favorite one was we're mapping the part of the brain that ignores my calls. I like that, like, this doctor is using this whole experiment on his dating life, like for how his his social life, why he's not getting calls back or getting ghosted by
calls back from the ape.
No, but from women. I feel like the experiment here is like, why aren't women calling me back, or why aren't they answering the phone? And that's what he's studying. I thought it told a funnier story, but that doesn't seem to land.
A complicated sequence to get through, I think.
We're mapping the part of the brain. All right, well then I'll leave that. My favorite. I mean, he's doing his own research. The PETA one to limit screen time, and then one even with his primitive mind, he knows not to click on email attachments. I like that one, but I think that's just because of my father and older people who open up every attachment in an email.
Hey, let's take it easy on older people.
We've had to cancel some of Bob's subscriptions. No, I'm kidding. I have several in there, so I'll move it on to you, Kaamran.
Okay, yeah. I tried to, I went for the ones that were more short and snappy, sort of immediately, sort of direct. He's gathering data for us. He's a survey monkey. I kind of like the ones where there's a connection between a second thing. So, the connection with survey monkey. Well, let me say which ones are my favorite from this list. I guess I'll start there. They share 99% of our DNA. What did you expect? I kind of like that one because it's true. Funny because it's true. Don't provoke him or he'll throw his stool. I usually stay away from scatological jokes, but it is true. Monkeys throw their feces. That's the thing. And I kind of like the way they're making the connection with the stool, a second meaning. Monkey see, monkey post. And he only posts nonsense, but somehow has millions of followers. And let's see. His face unlocked my tablet again. I had that one. The one where they say no War and Peace yet, but he did come up with a strong password. If I was going to change the wording, I would say no Shakespeare yet, but he did come up with a very strong password. Yeah, the other ones I'm not crazy about, but
yeah, I like the he only posts nonsense, but somehow has millions of followers.
I kind of like that one because there's a little bit of truth in it and sort of pokes fun at the crap that's on social media.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that one just to get a little more variety in there. All right, Joel, you've got some long captions here. Rolly, there you go.
Right. So I feel I have to explain myself because I kind of I always do. So my first thought was I think there were a lot more sort of buckets of things this time. There were a lot more kind of themes that kept repeating themselves where there was less individual thought than maybe in some of the other contests. So there's lots of Shakespeare. There was lots of the monkey looking like the doctor. There were lots of, what else did we have? There were lots of dating app versions. There were lots of Shakespeare. There were lots of throwing poo. Yeah, so I suppose maybe I was unduly influenced against those to choose things that felt fresh just because all the other things were the same, which isn't necessarily a good way of judging, but damn it, that's what I did. So first one, I think is just a good one. He's doing his research. I think that's really clever. It's obviously that the sort of based on the meme or the concept of, I'm not going to say ignorant people, but people who, just to decide to go against the standard way of seeing the world.
That's a very good one. It's based on the whole vaccine,
anti-vaccine stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
also it's a double meaning.
Yeah. So I'm very pleased with that one, and I think that's the only one that actually,
I am too.
that gets into that got into the top 6 or top 8 or whatever we got. Not to point fingers at anyone, but Deborah here has been noticing the bananas are disappearing from her lunch. Sorry, I know that shouldn't be funny, but it is funny to me, so I'm sticking with it. And I like this third one. I like because again, it's the unexpected. It's a different way into the caption. I think now we know for certain that the body swapping procedure only works in one direction. It's stuck. You've got a little story there. It's not like that. It's not about Shakespeare. It's not about swiping left. It's a different take that no one else seems to have done. The Wordle one's a bit obvious, so I wouldn't fight for that one. And then there's another kind of switch on this one. He said to wait here until he assigns us to a treatment group. So suddenly he's the boss, and they're the subjects, which again I think is a fresh take on all the other things that could be around. Early results show we're foolishly wasting money is a nice joke in all sorts of ways. I think it's about 3 different things.
But it doesn't really connect to the image,
You're right. Actually, yes, that is a good reason for not including it, because it's not about the monkey specifically, is it? He's trying to determine at what point this experiment went terribly wrong. Yes. He may think the mirror is a smartphone and is trying to swipe to the next image. Again, that's just viewing the image in a way no one else had, isn't it? It's not a smartphone at all. It's looking at a mirror. The experiment ended Tuesday, gives you a little story, which is good. And I did have my kind of swap on the stool or feces pun joke was just another switch. Oh my God, you got him to sit on the stool, which should not be the most remarkable thing, but they're saying it is. So even though I know I haven't, I'm not with the rest of the group in a lot of my choices, I think I've got a really good selection here. I would fight for all 10. Is that possible? Has anyone done that before, Trevor?
Well, I'm going to be fighting for all my 10, so we're really going to have a battle.
Yeah, I think you had 1 in there, huh?
Yeah, I think I had 1 in there. That's it.
Is there any of these speaking to anybody? No.
Well, I think I think it's a little bit more avoiding the often common entrance, but common but good.
I think it was a good batch this month.
I mean, I always use that as partly a criteria, so I'll explain some of my choices.
All right.
Actually, before we move on, I was going to just give a shout out in the opposite direction to, every time I always try and find one that Lawrence will absolutely hate because it's a bad pun. And the bad pun award goes to, by inventing a phone that hoots instead of rings, you are now eligible for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, the Nobel? Yeah, we should highlight some of the
worst pun.
Yeah. But maybe not.
We don't want to encourage them. Look at the size of Joel's captions and then the size of Bob's captions. Here's Joel's.
That's quite rare for me. I understand the concept of being, short and to the point. I just ignored it.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, you can still have a great one that's long for sure. But
so I think he says he's doing his own research. Is a great caption. It's topical. It's a double meaning, whatever.
Bob, real quick there. He's doing his own research, and he says he's doing his own research.
He says he's doing his own.
He says more than he's doing his own research.
Yes, much better. He says, because it's sort of that. Okay, it's that doubting the procedure.
Okay, because
he's doing his own research, doesn't doubt it. He says he's doing his own research, casts the doubt on it.
He's doing his own research, did make it into the final. He says it did not. So that's the reason why I'm saying that. I'll put it. Let's you go through and we'll put them.
He says he says it did not.
No, he's doing his own research. Did.
You're saying that wasn't an entry?
No. We have it already as 1. but it's he's doing his own research. It was in common with several people, but he says,
but he says is better.
I agree with Bob on that for sure.
He says,
I think you're right.
It's a perspective on it. It's a doubt on it. He's doing his own research. Doesn't have.
I think the reason why he's
evaluatives.
I think the reason he's doing his own research is because that was by timestamp, that was the first one that came in. So I saw that one first. So that's the one I went with. But he says is better.
I think that's also funnier because you have the picture of the monkey talking to the boss, and having said that, it creates a little story.
So it's always better if there's an implied interaction.
Yeah.
In a cartoon. So for the Shakespeare, I liked as much as possible to combine the two domains. So I understand why the Wordle thing worked, but I thought it was better. No Shakespeare yet, but he's got his own Substack. It just makes it more interesting than Wordle, and just shows more innovation on his part. His probation period is 30 days if he doesn't rip anyone's face off. And I sort of like that because it was dark. Use your thumbs, I think, is very good because he's not using people, first of all, there's the opposable thumb joke that's implied there. Then there's the fact that when you text, you use your thumb, and that the way he is actually applying to the tablet is he's not using his thumbs. So I like that. First time anyone's actually read the NDA. I mean, I like that. That's a good caption. I would fight for that. This is the sort of the Trump joke. He remembered them all: person, woman, man, camera, TV. That was the cognitive test that I think Trump was very proud of passing. I like this. This to me is a better porn joke because I like subtle implied things. He learned to close the tab when we approach. So that whenever you have to think it through, rather than saying, he was going well on Shakespeare until he found out internet porn. To me, this is much more subtle. This one we've had, and that should be one of the finalists. The control group got flip phones. They still make eye contact. This is his feed time, I think works very well because it's a social feed. Okay. And it's a combination, it's a double meaning of it would be the actual feed, which would be food, and this is a social feed. He keeps sending me poop emojis. I thought of all the poop jokes, that was the tightest and best. So I would we're gonna have these doing his own research. And I would fight for first time anyone's actually read the NDA.
All righty. What was the, I just want to look at the similar one that we had. Was it one of Lawrence's? No, I guess, yeah, click on it. There was another one about reading it all the way through, but let me add this there.
I mean, there were a couple. One of them was
terms and conditions.
Long. It was better in a way, one because it actually had consent form, which makes a little bit more sense. But it was too long, and there was another one.
It was a terms and conditions one that was also long, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like the NDA because that's short, and just like Kaamran, I'm definitely for short captions.
All right, so this is the only ones that are in any kind of order. This was the order of the voting. He used to throw feces, now he posts. You taught him critical thinking, he unfollowed us. His camera's on, act scientific. It's already affecting his posture. His face unlocked my tablet again. The experiment's working. He's miserable. That one's kind of funny. The control group got flip phones. They still make eye contact. I don't want to alarm you, but he's applying for your position. At last, a cage he won't escape. Should I be insulted that his Face ID opened up my phone? So
well, that's a very, very good caption, isn't it? At last, the cage he won't escape.
Yeah, the cage
because it's metaphorical.
Yeah, and it's metaphorical, but it also is like a very juvenile story that happened prior to that, where he keeps getting out and fucking stuff.
Yeah.
Like just the idea of a loose monkey is definitely funny.
Well, and now they can keep him in one still place because all he does is scroll.
All right, so let's bring it back. Let's look at these on the. All right, so I'm going to quickly take out. We have to take out the. He says he's doing his own research. We are switching. So this one.
He says he's doing his own research. And that should definitely be one.
Well, hang on, couldn't we compare them both? Because not seeing them side by side on the drawing makes a difference, doesn't it? I would have.
All right,
so we can
look at them both for sure.
Because there is the economy of his doing his own research, and also I think it suits the drawing more than you think in a way, and still tells the same story.
No. I mean, he says implies the skepticism.
But also, I find that funnier because
it implies the skepticism, and it also is satirical. It's more satirical to me based on the actual topic.
And also, it gives you this, the drawing itself. The ape has like a funny look on his face. You can imagine him, talking to the doctor with that.
I think that in a way. That's my reason for arguing for the shorter one. In the fact is, he looks like an anti-vaxxer, so he's doing his own research. Tells the story with his face in a way.
Kaamran, are these fleas?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's a whole other level. He's someone who's doing his own research and looks more broadly. That's what he does, and he's an ape who's not intelligent.
Yeah, I'm on the fence for both. The only reason I highlighted it is one was more common.
Well, I'm the president of this company.
I was going to say anyway. So
I got to have some. If there's some agency, there's got to be some perk.
Let's see which one Lawrence did.
Yeah.
Lawrence didn't do one of those. No, he did not put in his own research. That did make it across 3. All right, so we are going to go with he says he's doing his own research over he's doing his own research. We can always look it up to see if it's the same guy.
And so we just broke somebody's heart and their pocketbook.
They need no Christmas gifts.
I hope it's the right person that we screwed.
All right, so all right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need to knock out 3 and then pick a winner. So let's just go through the 9. First time anyone's actually read the NDA.
I like that. I think it should be there.
He only posts nonsense, but somehow has millions of followers.
I don't like that.
All righty, I'm gonna knock that one out. Yeah, I'll knock that one out. The control group got flip phones.
That definitely should be in. It makes a lot of connections there.
It's already affecting his posture. I like that one. I mean, the way he's.
I think that's pretty good.
The way it's as a joke goes. I mean, the way he's sitting is a very funny way his posture is.
Yeah.
His face unlocked my tablet again. I mean,
it's sort of. I mean, it is funny, but it's sort of weird. It doesn't. And maybe it does make sense because the way Kaamran drew it, they actually have similar faces. They have a cowlick that's the same.
Partly bald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep it in.
Yeah.
He says he's doing his own research.
Okay, we're gonna have that.
This one, there's 2 variations, so we should at least knock out one, if not both. He used to throw feces. Now he posts. He keeps sending me poop emojis. I think the emoji one is funnier, but
which one is funnier, do you think?
For some reason, I feel like this one is just sillier and gets a better laugh.
Yeah.
This one makes you.
Well, this is more meaningful.
Yeah, this one makes you want to say shit posting. This one is.
Yeah, so it's saying this is now the equivalent of these kinds of posts.
Also, this one reflects the drawing better. The other one, it doesn't look like he's sending poop emojis in my head.
That's a good point. That's a good point. He looks unhappy and
yeah, he's grumpy monkey.
Angry and.
So Joel, you want throwing feces?
And argumentative, yeah. So let's do this one.
Between the two, I would throw feces. Yes.
Go for your poop emojis. All right, goodbye, poop emojis. There's no way to do it, but I do want our entrants to be somehow watching this live, and when we wrote them off, that they get ejected.
Suicide.
Yeah.
Right, we have their faces also. So
right, yeah, their faces are there. Oh, and then they or slimed or something.
It would be good if we could just blow them up.
I said slimed, but not okay. We could kill them. At last, a cage he won't escape.
No, that's very meaningful.
That one's great. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to. I think that this was the one that we were on the fence with. So take this one off. That was 7. We have to get down to 6. We have to knock one off. So.
Kaamran, what do you think in terms of were you intending a likeness between the monkey and the scientist?
No, I didn't intentionally do that. I just find it funnier when guys are partly bald. Like a self-deprecating kind of humor. But yeah, that wasn't intentional.
Yeah, everyone goes full bald now. You don't have a lot of the partly bald anymore.
That's right.
All right, so he unlocked my tablet again, is gone. There were a lot of people connecting their haircuts.
Yeah, connecting that thing, but it doesn't really go to the experiment.
No. So all right, so we have our final 6.
All right.
I'll quickly read through them, and we'll have to pick our grand prize winner, and then we should find out who we booted from the nearly identical caption. First time anyone's read the NDA.
I don't think that should be the winner, but I think it should be in there.
The control group got flip phones. They still make eye contact. It's a good one, but yeah, not the winner. That just doesn't make you laugh, I guess.
Yeah.
One of the biggest reasons. It's already affecting his posture. He says he's doing his own research.
I think that's the best one.
That could be.
I like that one too. Yeah.
He used to throw feces. Now he just posts. Now he posts.
Oh, we got a good selection.
At last, a cage he won't escape. I like that. For me, it's between at last a cage he won't escape and he says he's doing his own research.
I agree with that.
I agree with you, Trevor. But isn't this one a bit too po-faced? A little bit. I don't even know what the word is. It's a little bit.
Yeah, it's somber.
Meaningful. It's too somber. It's too.
Yeah. Really, I find it very. This, for some reason, gives me an image of him running around, escaping all the time. It actually is a non.
Yeah.
It gives me a visualization that's much sillier, actually. But I totally respect what you're saying. Yeah. For some reason, this makes me think he keeps fucking escaping all the time.
It feels like the sort of meaningful, sort of 2-second parable at the end of a sitcom.
Yeah. No, it is.
It's too meaningful.
Right. Yeah, that's not why we're here.
We like a little meaning, but too meaningful can just like sink it.
All right, that's fine. Well, this person will write me a nice email for trying to fight for him. But all right, so he says he's doing his own research. Are we all in agreement that this is the contest?
I agree. I like that one.
All right, let me get my. All right.
So that was actually one of the captions. Bob didn't just change it, right?
No, I just looked it up.
Okay.
All right. The grand prize winner of Kaamran Hafeez's caption contest. He says he's doing his own research. John Kono. A previous John. Also, John will be there was actually much less at stake than we thought. At 5:02 on the 28th of July, John submitted he's doing his own research. At 5:02 and 37 seconds on the 28th of July, John submitted he says he's doing his own.
He polished the
So that shows that that shows that he edited it.
And he's smart because Mark Siegel, sorry Mark, on 8/12 submitted he says he's doing his own research.
Oh.
So Mark was probably very excited. So there was a little more drama than I thought in that. But yes, Kurt Rossetti did a variation. He's been doing his own research. Christina Bradley. There's actually like 8 more variations. So
yeah,
it was not as much stake as we thought going between those two. Let me go through the rest of these. The NDA. First time anyone's actually read the NDA. Carol Lasky. Congratulations to Carol.
Oh, Carol, I know her. I know Carol. I've had Zoom calls with her.
At last, a cage he won't escape. Wayne Klein. Congratulations, Wayne. What's funny is like I try to pick one word from the caption to find out who submitted it, but like I type in feces and there's several. He used to throw feces. Now he posts. Wayne Klein. Wayne.
Okay.
On a heater here.
He must be in the top 5 now, isn't it?
It's already affecting his posture. Kathy Roble. Jeez, Kathy. All right, Kathy has been doing great. I think this is 3 in a row Kathy's gotten in. And then eye contact. The control group got flip phones. They still make eye contact. It's Wayne Klein.
This is ridiculous.
Really?
About the content.
So he's giving Lawrence Wood some competition there. With the
Wow.
Maybe we should be looking at who submits.
We should. Congratulations to. I mean, we heard such a varied group, and then narrowed it down. It's pretty amazing that Wayne got 3 of. That's the first time I think we've had a 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. But well, congratulations to John and Wayne. And obviously, Kaamran was so great. I hope everyone goes and looks at your cartoons.
It's quite encouraging, though, that Wayne won 3 times and still walks away with less money than the winner. So,
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, well, thanks.
We're right. We need Kaamran's caption.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Kaamran. Do you have? I have it here. If you don't have it handy, your original caption, please.
Yeah, the original caption, I believe, was. We're going to have to take away the phone. He's actually getting stupider.
That's very good.
I did say before we started this, I was like, I think Kaamran's original might have been better than the submissions. But
yeah.
Very good.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys very much. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. And thanks for submitting. Bye-bye, everybody.
Cheers.